All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Trust we are doing good. All right. Um, we're gonna start right about now. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So we are starting our first YouTube live, and I want to welcome each and every one of us to this um, live session, which is more like a video podcast. We're just gonna be taking an hour from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Right? And what we have today is a very interesting topic, and the topic is investigating poverty. Investigating poverty. Many people saw the flyer, and I believe that many have been thinking, what inspired that theme, that topic or title, right? Investigating poverty. People say a lot of stuffs about wealth. You want to learn a lot of things about wealth. You want to learn about how to make money, how to manage money. You want to learn how to multiply money. Many things, right? The last thing you want to learn is, you know, you want to investigate. You want to investigate poverty. But I tell you, this is the foundation. This is the beginning part, and is as important as any other part of wealth, of finances, or what have you. Right? This is very, very foundational, and we're going to be diving deep. We're not going to finish everything today, right? This investigation, we're not going to follow it, we're not going to finish it today, right? And I wanted to see poverty like a crime suspect, right? And I want you to see yourself, I want you to see me as the lead investigator on this case. So right now, this is a case. Poverty is the lead suspect, right? The lead investigator, and you all are my, um let me say, assistant investigators, right? And we're going to be doing this together, right? And the whole idea of this series is to provoke you to question, to ask the right questions, right? Because asking the right question is the first, and is foundational, and I think it's like the most important thing, right? To change. If change must happen, then you must become dissatisfied, and that dissatisfaction can reflect in the questions you begin to ask, right? You begin to ask questions about the situation, the circumstance, or the condition that you actually find yourself. So that's very important. So I want to provoke you to ask the right questions. I want to provoke you to um you know be dissatisfied, right? Be dissatisfied. And I also want to create in you an assurance in your mind, right? An assurance in your mind. So yeah, we'll be going into it right about now. Like I said, this is a case. Poverty is the prime suspect. I'm your lead investigator, and you are my uh assistant investigator, whatever whatever role you want to play in this case. And we are going to be investigating poverty, right? So First of all, you have to understand that when a man is rich, when a man gets wealthy, or a woman, when I say man, I'm like, no gender bias, right? When a person is rich, everybody wants to know the source of their wealth. Everybody wants to know the source of their prosperity. How did they get to prosper? What did they do? What did they say? Who gave them money? Who gave them money? How did they get to be wealthy, right? As they are right now. People begin to investigate. I was watching a speech by, I believe, the commissioner or the director of the EFCC, how he was saying that he has, he investigated Pastor Jerry Eze for about 6 months, right? Yeah, that is what you do. That's what happens when people are wealthy. Other people investigate them. But you see, when you are poor, nobody tries to know why you're poor. Nobody is trying to investigate you. The investigation is solely your responsibility, right? You are responsible to investigate reason why you are broke, the reason why you are poor. Nobody's going to do it for you, right? People are going to complain about the fact that you're broke. Things will not get done because you are broke. The dreams you have, you know will not grow above a certain level because you are broke, right? So you need to ask yourself, you need to investigate poverty. You need to sit poverty down and investigate it. Why am I broke? Why am I always without money? Why am I poor? Why am I where I am? Right? So those questions, when those questions begin to um come up from within you, then you know you are set to get the right answer and get the right solution. All right. So I wrote something down here. This is not a motivational class. This is an investigation class. It just sounded like a rhyme. Ha! Motivation investigation. Yeah. So this is not a motivational class. This is an investigational class, right? Um, yeah, poor people rarely investigate themselves. Yes, poor people rarely investigate themselves, and this is why this session is very important. If you're going to be watching this after I've done the live session, stay to the end. You won't regret it. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, so yeah, so I want to start with the definition of poverty, right? Because if whatever you're seeking change for, if it is not rightly named and defined, then you're not ready for change. You must rightly name it and you must rightly define it before you can have the solution for the change. So we know what we are looking at today, poverty, but we need to define it, right? There are a lot of definition. It took me, I had to re um what's the word now, um redefine. I had to redefine the definition, right, that I had about poverty. You understand? Because the definitions I've always had about poverty are more like externals. They are definitions that cannot stand on their own. They are more like measurements, right? And they have to do with externals, like for instance, where I believe it's the WHO that says poverty is when you're not able to, when you're living below $1 or $2, right? Right now, as I'm making this video, a dollar is about 1,360 something, there about 40 something, right? So It means that a person is not living about is living below $1. Why? That is a fine definition. That is an external definition of poverty, right? And if you're going to be dealing with poverty, you don't start externally, you start internal. Yeah, you start internal. So listen to the definition I was able to come up with. I said poverty is an internal condition where a person, listen to me, consistently thinks, decides, and behaves in ways that limits their ability to create, to sustain, and multiply value, regardless of their current level of resources. Let me tell you, that definition is full and is packed, and it can be applied to almost every human endeavor or human relationship or human circumstance. Let me take it again. Poverty is an internal condition. It's internal. It starts from the is internal. Because some people feel that the reason why they are poor and broke is because of the government, is because of the bad economy. When people begin to think like that and begin to hinge the reason of their condition on external forces or on external things, it gives you, it makes you understand that these people don't really understand the true definition of whatever problem they are facing. If all their definitions, or if all the metrics that they use to judge their current situation are all external, right? Then they don't have a clear definition of their problems. Everything, every change, every circumstance, the foundation to change them starts internally, because the visible is made from the invisible. You can write that down. The visible is made from the invisible and not the other way around. All right. So it's an internal condition where a person consistently thinks, decides, and behave in ways that limits their ability to create. Because poverty is the limitation of your ability to create, to sustain, and to multiply value regardless of where you are. So, like I said, this definition works for a person that is poor materially, and even a person that even has money or came into wealth or came into riches, right? This definition works for the two. So, let me tell you what I mean. Someone that is poor, living below $1, for instance, right? Um, this definition fits, right? Why I'm not trying to be insensitive to the plight, to the circumstances people go through, to the many um, issues, right? I'm not in any way being insensitive. Please, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm trying to be ash on poverty, right? Not on you who is watching, of course, but on poverty. And until you get to be ash on it, right? Until you get to be uncomfortable with it. If you are still um managing it, nothing will change. Like somebody will say that God will manage with you what you manage, right? God is going to manage with you whatever it is that you are managing. You understand? Right. But you know that it can change. it can give you the wisdom to change it. But if you are very emotionally attached, if you love the condition or the circumstance you are in now, nobody can help you. So until you become uncomfortable, until you become restless, you know, um I'm a Christian, and like I've always, in one way or the other, always bring in some stories from the Bible. If you look at the Bible, when Isaac gave a blessing to his younger son Jacob, right, and Esau came and said, "Father, is there no other blessings for me?" Right, and Isaac told Esau, he says, "I've already prayed for your brother. You are going to serve your brother, but when you become restless, the yoke shall be broken off your neck until you become restless." If you are still there, still complaining, still blaming, this person, my father did not send me to school, my wicked uncle did not give me money to start a business, my the government is bad, this one is bad. If you are still there and still romancing it, you see, God will manage it with you because you are not yet restless. You understand? Yeah, you are not yet restless. Until you are restless, you will find a way to break it, to break out of it. You understand? Good. So, like I said, the definition of also works for someone who has wealth. For instance, somebody wins a lottery. So I was hearing the story of a guy who won a lottery of 1 million like some couple of years ago, and he bought 36 expensive belts. You will see that it is not money that makes man wealthy. It is first the mindset, right? You have 1 million like a couple of years ago, maybe when things were cheaper and all that. You bought 36 expensive belts. How many waists do you have to wear 36 belts? Just one waist to wear 36 belts. But you could see that that was his internal condition that was finding expression externally. So it is not the money. Some people get inheritance. I was listening to one of the people that I've listened to um talk about someone that he knows very well that suddenly came into wealth through inheritance, right? The guy had, from the inheritance money, he was given around about like 280,000 pounds, right? First off, he bought a very expensive car. Before you know it, he remembered that, oh, he's 40, he wants to celebrate his birthday. He wanted to even fly this man of God to come for his birthday, right? Before you know it, some guys came to him and told him one or two things, and there's an investment. Then he put his own money there. Now the man is broke, dead broke. The man is poor because when you give money, and there are other examples, right? Other examples, like I don't want to mention name, right? But some people who like this particular person that had this fish pie. You can see, I don't want to go into it, but you can see what happened around him. He came into a sudden fame. His mindsets could not contain it. They gave him a car, they gave him a house, but somehow is he has disappeared. He didn't know how to, because the fame, or the sudden fame, or the sudden glory was like a stubborn horse. He didn't know how to ride on it, right? Whereas there's some people who have gotten such an opportunity and they have made good use of it. They've made good of it. Why? Because of their internal condition. Yes. Because of their internal condition. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. So, like I said, it's a limitation of your ability. Poverty is a limitation of your ability to create, to sustain, and to multiply value. Wherever you are, irrespective of where you are, whether you came into sudden wealth, whether you were born in a wealthy family, the ability for you to create your own value, sustain your own value, and multiply your own value, if that is limited, that is poverty. When you are able to make something out of nothing, you are wealthy. It doesn't matter if you are driving, if you are not yet driving the latest car, or if your bank account is still like 1,000 naira. It's irrespective. The fact that you have that mind, that mindset, right, is the foundation, is the basis of what you need. So ask yourself, aside money now, let's leave money aside. Are you able to take nothing and make it into something? Are you able? They gave you a group to manage, or they gave you a group to lead, and you are able to take that group, right, from here, and you are able to take them, whether in terms of results, right, or in terms of growth, of corporate growth. You understand, right? Are you able to take nothing and make it something? Because if you cannot, you are poor. You have an internal condition that limits your ability to create, to sustain, and to multiply value. So now I'm not just talking about money now. I'm talking about in every area of life. Can you take 24 hours of time and can you make something out of it every day? What do you do with your 24 hours of time? Can you take the relationship you currently have and make good use of it? Can you take nothing and make it something? Many of these wealthy people, you would think, oh, the reason why they are wealthy is because they have money. No. Some of these people, they have lost money a lot of times. Some of them have done businesses and it has crashed. But the reason why they are being celebrated, the reason why is because of they they have an anti-poverty mindset, a wealth mindset. They know that they have in them sufficiently the ability to create, to sustain, and to multiply value, no matter how small the value is. No matter how small. And they have the ability to recognize value. They have the ability to recognize value. Let's go on because of time. Let's go on because of time. So, like I said, you have to move from the external and let's go to the internal. Forget about the fact that you don't have money in the bank account. Forget about the fact that you don't have um, um maybe you're not eating square meal or even 2 square meal. You're not even eating balanced diet, or you're not even eating good. You're just managing yourself. Let's put that aside. Those are external. Let's come to you. Let's look at you. Let's look at your internal condition. You know, let's move from external blames to internal reflections. I want you to look at yourself. In the past 6 months, what are the things that have been committed to you? What are the things that have been given to you in terms of your time, in terms of that resources you call small, that resources you call little, right? If you look at from January to now, how much has come through your bank account? What have you done with it? Have you been able to create, sustain, and multiply it? These are the questions you're going to ask yourself. Poverty is not only money. I've said it that before. Some people have money but are still poor internally. A poor mindset can destroy wealth. Wealth without internal structure collapse. You see, some people have been able to come into certain opportunities in their lives, and because they did not know how to manage it, they did not have the internal structure to maximize it, they lost it. And it's been like 30 years now, they've never seen an opportunity as big and as promising as that opportunity they lost. Is an evil thing for an opportunity that can change your life to come and you're not ready. Because let me tell you, every wealthy man that I've studied, there was a point of opportunity that came and they took hold of it. They maximized it as though their life depended on it. Every wealthy person, no exception. There was an opportunity that was, whether it is their uncle that borrowed them the money, or whether it is somebody that told them about one information. You can do this business now, you can do this importation, and they sat down, they thought about it, and they took advantage of it. Because success is simple, whether in finance, whatever it is, success is simple. It is preparation plus opportunity. I tell you guys, I tell you, it is preparation plus opportunity. And this is what God gives to everybody: opportunity. How do I know? Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 11. The race is not to the swift, the battle is not to the strong, food is not always to the wise, favor is not always to the skilled. But he said, time and chance, that's opportunity, happens to them all. Opportunity. Some of you, as I'm speaking to you now, you should be thinking about an opportunity, maybe an opportunity you missed. I know opportunities that I missed because I was not prepared. I've gone on job interviews before, and I know I missed the job because I was asked a question that I was not. I knew I'm supposed to know, but I was not prepared. Right? I wasn't prepared. I remember when I was starting my career as an account and finance, uh, an account and admin officer. Right? Um, I did a job for like, I think, I don't know, maybe like 5 months thereabouts. Yeah. And so I'd learned. I was just a fresh graduate coming out, so that was my first job. So I'd learned a couple of things, right? How to use the softwares. I was using Sage One, to some extent, right? Not perfect, but to some extent. Now, one of my um brothers in church, right, senior brothers, told me of an opportunity in, I think, in a tech company, right? That I should send my CV. Eh, Now, he had already asked me what are the skills I've already acquired, right? 5 months and all that. I said this. He said, "Oh, wow, wow, that's nice. That's nice. You know how to use this software already. You know how to use this already. Oh, that's good. Okay, 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 okay. Send your CV here." Now I took my CV. I didn't put in the fact that I'd already gotten those experiences that this my big brother asked me, right? I did not add them to the CV. Guess what? I wasn't called because the person that I sent the CV to called this brother, this my senior brother in church, right? I said, but you said this guy knows how to do this. It's not written on his CV. That is how I lost the job. That job was going to pay 4 times of what I was currently earning, and this was far back as 2019. So I missed it. Why? Because I was not prepared. Right? I wasn't prepared. If I had started on that, from there, maybe not. Maybe I would have been somewhere else right now. So, but That is just to give you an idea that everybody is going to have an opportunity. That is one thing the creator of a heaven and earth gives to everybody. I don't know. Some people might have one big opportunity in their lifetime. Like if they mess it up, they can't get anything as big as that. Of course, Messi can always speak, and all lost opportunities can come back. But you don't want to be living your life like that, like always missing stuffs and right? So yeah, let's go back to where we are. The invincible controls the visible. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your decisions, your behaviors, your internal structure. How how no how is your internal condition when it comes to wealth, when it comes to prosperity? What is your internal condition like? Before you start talking about money, you need to investigate yourself. Time is free. How do you use it? Knowledge is free. How do you acquire it? Relationship are around you. How do you manage them? Those things are free. How do you manage them? At least those three. Start with those three. Your time, your um your relationships, right? I've forgotten the third one I just mentioned. Your time, your relationships, your if somebody's in the chat box, you can remind me. What's the second one? Somebody please help me. Okay, I'll skip because of time. The fourth one is the money that flows through you. How do you manage it? How you manage the money that flows through you? Okay, yes, knowledge. So, how do you manage your time? How do you acquire and manage knowledge? How do you manage relationships around you? How do you manage money? What is your perspective about money? What are your thoughts? Oh, we're gonna dive deep shortly. What are your thoughts? All right, about what is your mindset like? What is your belief system like? I don't want to go about. No, I don't want to go ahead of myself, right? But that is what we're going to be looking in, at least in the next like 2 or 3 series of this investigating poverty. That is what we're going to be looking at. Your mind, investigating, looking at your mind, your mindset, your mindset. When you see a wealthy person, what do you do? What is your response? People see wealthy people and begin to ask them for money. No, you've just cheated yourself. If a wealthy person gives you money, he has cheated you. Yes, he has cheated you. What you need from a wealthy person is not fish. What you need from a wealthy person is how he caught his fish. That is relationship. What about your money? Do you know where your money goes to? Can you sit down and say, okay, so amount of my money goes here, so amount of my money goes here? Can you track it? Do you audit your money? Do you think it's necessary to audit your money? What is your mindset about that? What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you have money? When a deal comes, you're in partnership with somebody and a deal comes, and in your mind you're thinking, how can you cut out this person from this deal and take it all to yourself? That is an internal condition of poverty. Yeah, that's an internal condition of poverty. So let me give you the core framework that we are going to be using to investigate poverty. What is the core framework we're going to be using? We're going to be using sorry, it is right person plus right place plus right time. Do you know what that equals to? Opportunity. Opportunity. Right person at the right place at the right time, you can manufacture an opportunity. You can create an opportunity, right? Yeah. So we're going to take the first one, which is right person. Are you the right person for wealth? I know you want money, right? I know you want to be wealthy. I know you want to be rich, but are you the right person for it? You see, there is a principle that I use in life that existed. I think I read it somewhere from Steve Have. Is it Steve Harvey or something? And I also think I got that idea. I also got that understanding from TD Jakes, Pastor TD Jakes. Now, before, because you see, when it comes to this topic I'm trying to explain to you, many people are more concerned about, okay, what can I do to come out of it? Could just tell me what to do. Tell me to do step A, step B, step C, step D, step E. Let me come out of poverty. Right? People are more concerned about what to do. But you see, in the broader scheme of things, it starts with being. Being, that's Being. Then doing, Doing. Then having, Having. So listen, before you can have wealth, before you can have prosperity, before you can have riches, you have to start from being. You have to start from being the right person. And the right person I'm talking about is having the right mindset, the right belief system, the right understanding, the right knowledge, then doing the right things, accurate things at the right time, then you will have. So it is being, doing, having. Be, do, are. Be, do, are. So you must first be before you do. Now, if you shortcut this process by just starting with doing and you eventually have, let me tell you, you will soon not have. I guarantee you. If you shortchange this process, you will soon not have. As quick as it came, it will be as quick. That is how it's going to go. Hey, what I'm telling you guys is truth. I'm telling you the truth. Like the guy I explained earlier, got a lot, won a lottery, 1 million naira, bought 36 expensive belts. Why? Because his mind could not just contain. His mind doesn't know how to create, sustain, and multiply value. He did not know what to do with the 1 million. And that is the case with some of us now. Some of us have had opportunities to handle more money than we are handling now. But somehow we just spent it lavishly. We just wasted it. We didn't really know what to do with it. We didn't really know what to do with it. Some people joined CBEX, and I sympathize for those that joined CBEX, right? People joined a lot of Ponzi scheme and they get scammed because they don't have knowledge about how to create, sustain, and multiply value. Time is allotted to everyone, but what do you do with it? You have relationship, what do you do with them? You have money that flows to you, whether you're working or something, or you're a freelancer, you're making money somehow. What do you do with it? What you do with it actually shows the condition of your mind. The condition of your mind, right? So you must be the right person. You must ask yourself, am I the right person for wealth? Yes, that's the question you must ask yourself. Am I the right person for wealth? And that's why I said you have to question yourself. And like I said, start from those four places: your time, knowledge. Do you have accurate knowledge? How do you manage relationships, right? And how do you manage the in quotes little resources that comes to you? Because it is to him that a little is given and makes good use of it, that more will come to. Because you have to understand that money is a spirit, and money can fly away from anybody. And money goes away from it. It's money is irritated by people that do not know how to manage it. It goes away very quickly. Yes, you might have another place where it's coming from, but soon you understand that one day you'll wake up and there'll be no money coming from anywhere. Yeah. And you have to understand that some things will not always be the way they are. You might be in a situation right now, you are making a lot of money, but what are you doing with it? So are you the right person? So that's like I said, for the next three series, that's the question we're going to be answering. Am I the right person for wealth? Am I the right person for riches? Am I the right person? All right. Um so I have some questions here. What do I truly believe about money? Some of you, when you see wealthy people, you just assume that they are actually they are doing something illegal, they are doing something legitimate, whatever it is. That is already a symptom. You don't just like wealthy people, right? Or you think that, oh, you have to do something legal before you make money. That's already a symptom of your internal condition. Poverty, that you must do something legal. Some of you believe that, before you can make money, you have to travel out of the country. But mind you, billions are being transacted every day in this country by people that have one head like you. So it's not necessarily the geography that is your problem, is your mindography. Hmm. I'm already sounding like a motivational speaker. Is your mindography. Your mindography is the problem. If your mind is correct, you will always find a way to create value, because money goes in exchange for value. Do I believe wealth is possible for me? You have to ask yourself those questions. Do I believe I can be wealthy? Some of you came from a bad some people came from bad backgrounds, poor backgrounds. Mommy is poor, daddy is poor, grandfather is poor, poverty stricken, poverty reading, everything everywhere is stinking of poverty, and you just feel, oh, you accept your fate. I don't even know what that means, anyways. You accept your fate, that, oh, I'll just manage. God should just give me something, even if it's just a small shop in this thing, I'll just manage it. Hey, error, error. God should just give me small thing. I don't even mind. Even if it's just a cleaner job that I'm cleaning, I don't mind. There's nothing bad starting small, but there's everything bad remaining small. There's nothing bad being born poor, but there's everything wrong with staying poor. Everything is wrong. A person that is poor and remains poor does not have the slightest understanding that to his life is connected other people's life. So to your rising, other people are connected to your rising. The same way you are connected to somebody else's rising. Because there's somebody that will show you the ropes. The person is showing the ropes because the person has reason financially. So somebody has to rise to. That's why we say you don't go up. If you go up, you will come down. You grow up. You grow up because somebody is helping you up. Somebody is assisting you up. It's yourself. Do you think successful people are corrupt? Sincerely, think about it. Do I think successful people are corrupt? That everybody that makes money in this country are doing something illegal. If you are thinking in such way, there is something wrong. My brother, my sister, there's something wrong with your mind. So today I'm just doing diagnosis. I'm just diagnosing your mind, right? I'm helping you to diagnose your mind. How do I spend my time daily? The 24 hours that you have. What are your daily routine like? What do you do on a daily basis? You just wake up, begin to scroll the internet, the social media, scroll, waste 3 hours, 4 hours of your time. You go and gist for another 3, 4 hours of your time. How do you spend your time daily? What habits dominate your life? What are your routines? What do I repeatedly postpone? What do I repeatedly postpone? Do my daily decisions look like somebody building wealth? There's no way you will know if your daily decision, because let me tell you, it is drops of water that makes an ocean. Every single decision you make every day is the definition of who you are in the long run. Every decision you make every day is a definition of who you are. You are a sum total of your decisions. So the decision you make every day, whether to about your finances, about your time, about relationship, about knowledge, is what we tell in the long run whether you are on the path to wealth or you are comfortably on the seat of poverty. What are your decisions? Can you give me a a to do your daily to do list? What do you do on a daily? What before you sleep? What are the things that you must do that that is building you towards wealth, that is preparing you? Like I said, success is preparation plus opportunity. You understand? So, what are decisions you are making every day, and are those decisions preparing you for an opportunity? Are they helping you to recognize opportunity? Are they helping you to understand how to create wealth or how to value, how to sustain, and how to multiply value? Are they helping you learn how to help people? Like what I'm doing here, I'm supposed to. I could have been with my family doing something else, or doing something else, maybe listening to a podcast or listening to something that can improve my life. But I'm here with us, teaching you, explaining to you, investigating with you. Like I said, I'm the lead investigator and you are my assistant. And who are we investigating? Prime suspect poverty. Questions. What opportunities have I ignored recently? What opportunities have I ignored recently? Some of you, they say, come and do something, come and volunteer. You say, no, my time is very this, I cannot volunteer. You know that you have time. You know that on a long run, this thing can lead to one thing that can lead to another thing, and cause a breakthrough for you. This volunteer something the research come and do, you are getting to know somebody, you are getting to know another person. You can find who to marry there. You can you can find a business partner there. You might. Nobody knows. Because opportunity always disguises. Yeah. Opportunity is a master disguise. Or is it master disguiser? Any English, any grammar. Is a master when it comes to disguise. Because if it comes in a way that you know, everybody will be wealthy. But some people are poor because they missed opportunity. They missed it because they could not recognize it, or because they were not prepared for it. But they missed it. These are questions. Do I act quickly on growth opportunities? Do I act quickly on growth opportunities? Ask yourself, do I act quickly on growth opportunities? When an opportunity comes that can grow, that can improve me, maybe it is a free seminar somewhere, maybe it is a video on YouTube, how do I react? Do I skip it? Do I ignore it? What do How do you respond? Do I choose comfort more than growth? Ask yourself these questions. Do I choose comfort more than growth? I want to give you some hard truths now. I just have 8 more minutes. You are perfectly designed for your current results. There's no time. You are perfectly designed for your current results. Any result you are seeing now, you have designed yourself to get such results intentionally and unintentionally. By what you do every day, by your decisions, you have you have designed yourself to be to receive the to get to receive what life is giving throwing at you. You have designed yourself, because when life throws you a lemon, you will make a lemonade from it. But if you stay there, you will just have bruises all over your body. And that is the situation of many people. If nothing changes inside, nothing can change outside. If nothing changes inside, nothing can change outside. Some people have been crying for change, crying for change. If there's no change internally, right, there'll be no change externally, because it is from invisible to visible, not the other way around. It is from inside to outside, not the other way around. Many people pray for opportunities they are not prepared for. You cannot build a wealthy life with poor internal systems. Some of these things I'll speak on them next time. We're going to have another one on Sunday, right? You cannot build a wealthy life with poor internal systems. I think next time we're still going to continue on diagnosis, but I'll be more practical this time around. We're going to look at systems, break down everything. What are the structures, internal structures that a man should have, or a person should have? What are the ones that actually, uh, you know, you know, makes a man comfortable in poverty? You know, yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gabby Dollar. All right. Thank you very much. Um. All right. So if you have any questions, you can ask. You can ask any question. You can ask any questions. You can ask any questions. I've been able to I don't want to go further so I don't mention a point that I'll need more time to explain, right? So yeah, but the whole summary of today is simple. Is simple. Is simple. Is simple. Don't start. You can't cause a change, an external change, starting from the external. Even if you do that change, it's not going to be permanent. And whatever you want to build in your life should be permanent, should be long term, should be something that can stand the test of time. And for something to stand the test of time, especially your finances, you have to start inside. You have to ask yourself the questions. Those questions are determined. Maybe I will pin them in the chat, once I'm this video um is done. Are you following me? Yeah. Ask yourself those questions. Those are very, very important questions. Those are very important questions. Like I said, don't forget the four places that I want you to look at before we have this meeting again. How do you manage your time? How do you manage and acquire knowledge? How do you manage relationship? And how do you manage your finances? Ask yourself these questions. Sit yourself down tonight. Tonight, do it tonight. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't postpone it. Audit yourself, audit your time. Write it down. Tonight, do it today. Do it today. From anywhere you're watching around the world, do it today. Don't wait. Check all the decisions you have been making, all the decisions you make every day, from pressing your phone to chatting to talking to people to going out. Ask yourself the questions: are these things helping me go towards wealth? But I know you might not know if your decisions can lead you towards wealth. That's why we are doing this investigation together, right? That's why we are doing this investigation together. So um I'll soon. All right, great, wonderful, wonderful. Gabi Diola. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Yes, thank you for you're gonna take that action. Yeah, I believe you're gonna take that action today. All right. So if you're not on my WhatsApp group, please you can join. I'm going to post the link also in the description of this video. And also we also have a channel, a WhatsApp channel, right, where we post jobs, um, Nigerian jobs actually. So I'll also post the link to the channel on the description, or in the description rather, right? So if you have any question, once you join the group, you will definitely know I'm the admin, and you can always reach out to me and we can do stuffs together. And if you have any value that you think that I'm going to be interested in, you can also join the group and reach out to me, and I'll give you a listening ear. I don't want this to span more than 8 o'clock, just 1 hour. So I'm going to be ending the live now. Thank you very much for your time, everyone that is listening right now, everyone that came in and went out, and everyone that's going to be listening after this is being posted. Thank you very much. If you got value, please subscribe. Please subscribe and like this video and drop a comment. So subscribe, like this video, and drop a comment if you got anything of value. If you have any question, put it in the comments. I will personally look at them and answer all your questions. Once again, thank you very much. My name is Emmanuel Mbosowo. I am your lead investigator, and you are my assistant investigator, and we are investigating poverty together. Thank you very much. Have a good night.